Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the 7th workshop presented by the GSDSEF Student Leadership Board. And today we will be talking about how to showcase your project. Here are all the tips and tricks on how to prepare for a successful Science Fair Week experience. And once again, this workshop is presented by the SLB Outreach Committee. And just as a reminder, hopefully all of you guys know, Science Fair is next week. So hopefully you guys are all ready. And if you have any questions or anything, today's the day to ask. But yeah. So we'll start off with some Student Leadership Board introductions. I can start off. My name is Kavya. I'm a senior at Westview High School, and my project category for Science Fair is computational biology. We'll have other SLB members go around and introduce themselves.
Hi guys, I'm Maya. I'm in 11th grade and my science fair category is biomedical sciences and bioengineering.
Hi, my name is Sanvi and I'm a freshman at Del Norte High School and my project category is bioinformatics and microbiology.
Hi, I'm Eleanor. I'm a senior at Mount Carmel High School and my categories are microbiology and computational biology.
Hi, I'm Arnav. I'm a freshman at CCA and my categories are computer science and math.
Hi, I'm a sophomore at Steel Canyon and my categories are physics and astronomy, engineering, and math.
Hi, I'm a junior. My name is Vidya and I'm a junior at Del Norte High School and my categories are computational biology and bioinformatics.
Hi, I'm Manas. I'm a senior at Canyon Crest Academy, and my project categories have been in biochemistry and computational biology.
Okay, great. Let's get started now. So our agenda for today is we're going to talk a little bit about Science Fair Week, how to do check-in and setup, as well as judging day, the award ceremony, and then we'll give some presentation tips and activities. And then we'll do presentation practice with SLB members. With SLB members. So we're going to talk a little bit about this week's Science Fair week schedule. You guys should have received more information about this in the emails that Mr. Rodecker should have sent to you guys. Once again, you should have been receiving these emails about ZFair and how to submit your other information like the notebook, the science notebook, as well as the judging slide deck. So if you have any details, you can put it in the chat, but we're just going to go over the general schedule. And these slides and this information is all found on the GSDSEF website as well. So on Tuesday, that is the first day you guys will be coming into the BPAC. So between 1 to 7 p.m., you will need to bring your project display board, notebook, and any other display items to the BPAC so that you can get cleared through safety, the safety and security check, and then you can set up in the BPAC between 1 to 7 p.m. So you will leave all of your poster, your notebook, and all of the other display items at your station on Tuesday, and then you'll come back on Wednesday just with your necessary key items and start and do judging then. So on Tuesday is just for setup. Then on Wednesday, March 15th, you will arrive at the BPAC between 7:15 and 8 a.m. And there's a schedule that Mr. Rodecker sent out in terms of how to do proper drop-off, so you can send that to your parents. And we'll go over that right now as well. But between 7:15 and 8 a.m. and then from 7:45 to 8, that's when categorical judging will start. So that will happen from 7:45 to 11:45 a.m. And then there will be a lunch break. And then you'll have professional society judging as well as grand awards judging. And if you have any questions about the details of any of this judging, then you can also send us a message in the Slack. But all of the information on what is the difference between categorical judging versus professional society judging is also on GSDSEF.org website. Then on Thursday, March 16th from 6 to 9 p.m. is the award ceremony, and everyone will receive a ribbon. So that's pretty exciting. So please do join. You guys will have the chance to meet other students and just watch everyone do amazing and win different awards and recognition for the projects. On March 17th, the BPAC is closed to the public and the students, but on March 18th and 19th, there will be public viewing of the projects. So that's from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. And then after the public viewing, you're allowed to pick up your project from 1 to 2 p.m., I believe. Okay, so before the fair, like up until Tuesday, you guys should be working on your project display board. And there's information on the project display requirements for your board. So you're welcome to use information from your notebook to like put it on your board. And you're also able to print out your backboard on a single banner and then put it on a trifold. So we had our last workshop, which talked all about the project backboard and all the requirements and how to do that. And we also showed some example pictures. So if there's anything that you want to learn in more detail about the display requirements, go ahead and watch our last workshop, workshop number 6 recording. It's on our YouTube channel, GSDSEF YouTube channel, so you can have more information on that. But on Tuesday, you do need your project display and backboard, so please do come prepared with that. You should also be working on your science notebook, and this is like a scientific report that you should have written up and about your project, and it'll have all the different components that you need on your project backboard as well, such as the introduction, abstract, methods, results, discussion, analysis, and such. So you should be working on that. And then lastly, you should also be practicing for your presentation on judging day. And this is your 2-minute like elevator speech that you are going to give to your judge, like right when they ask you like, hello, what's your name and such. So if you have like, you should be preparing that, and that's something that we will be giving feedback today to you guys about that. So if you have any questions, you can ask us today on whether or not you feel that your 2-minute like elevator speech is good. And then lastly, make sure to get an excused absence for your school for Wednesday, March 15th all day, because you will not be able to go back to school as there will be judging. So make sure you get an excused absence so that you're not marked tardy or like absent.
All right, so let's start by talking about check-in and setup day, which is the day before the fair, 1 to 7. So first, let's talk about what to bring. So this will be just everything from your project, including your poster board, notebook. You will need to attach your notebook with some string. And if you have a model or apparatus, you can bring that as well. And this can be used with your presentation to the judges. And since it's going to be a whole day thing, you'll want to bring the chair with your name on it so you can sit down in between judging sessions. And if you can bring any computers, that will be screened for safety. So next, let's look at step-by-step what will happen. So first, you'll go to the tent outside the BPAC, and it'll go through a size and safety check. Following that, you'll go to the front desk to check in and receive your booth assignment. You'll set up your project and tie down project notebook to poster backboard, and you'll go through the secondary setup check at booth. Then you'll pick up your name badge, which you need to have on Wednesday. If you order a shirt, pick it up afterwards, and then you can sign up for any field trip or science tours at the end.
Okay, so after setup day, there is judging day, which is on Wednesday from 7:30 to 4 p.m. Again, remember to be checked out of school for the whole day, because this is a full day commitment and you will not be able to return back to school. So, what to expect from the judging day? At around 7:30, you will be first dropped off into the parking lot, and there is guidance at the actual fair and a map on the GSDSEF website on where to go and where exactly you can be dropped off. After you're dropped off, wait quietly on the grass lot and put your lunch in the appropriate areas marked by batch number so it can stay organized. And then finally, listen to the welcome speech and instructions very carefully so you know what to do and how to go about your day. And don't forget to bring your lanyard. So these maps show the morning and the evening pickup and drop off of the students. So in the morning, you can enter through the entrance and you will go past the parking lot, and students can be dropped off to walk to the activity center, and then you can exit through the other side. And then in the evenings, you can enter through one of the other entrances and can be picked up from walking by the activity center and exit through the other way. So remember to bring 3 important things besides your project on judging day, which is your GSDSEF name tag that you received on Tuesday, a water bottle so you're not thirsty, and a bag lunch with your name on it because lunch will not be provided.
Here is a comprehensive list of what is acceptable to wear. Professional and business attire is good, and also school uniforms, but refrain from wearing jeans, t-shirts, hoodies, and other not so formal clothing. And then wear nice but comfortable shoes. And if you have any questions about what is acceptable to wear, you can always email us. Here is a list of what not to bring. So if your project includes living organisms or organic material, you shouldn't bring it to the actual in-person fair. Also, no liquid or chemicals, no glitter, food besides your project, but you are allowed to bring lunch. And then human or animal parts or body fluids, all hazardous substances or devices, dry ice and other sublimating solids, flames or highly flammable materials, awards from previous fairs, and photos of other people. So here is the judging schedule. In the morning from 7:45 a.m. to 11:45 a.m. should be categorical judging, which is where you're judged for your category. So for example, if I was in the bioinformatics category, judges would come to my poster and they would judge me for bioinformatics. And then we have a lunch break from 12 to 1. And then in the afternoon from 1 to 4 is grand prize, professional society, and special award judging. Professional society judging is basically there are a bunch of professional societies that are at the fair. For example, like Women in Engineering or Kaiser Permanente. And they'll come to your booth and they'll judge you for their specific award.
Okay, so now we're going to talk about presentation and judging, the basic foundations, and lastly, some tips. So the first thing is when the judges come to you, make sure you introduce yourself and give them a brief overview of your project, problem, hypothesis, and results. And make sure you are by your project, except when you have to go to the bathroom, and do not be on your cell phone unless it's an emergency. So in your presentation, you have to emulate a project abstract by covering background, problem, methods, results, analysis, and applications. Make sure you explicitly state your problem and hypothesis, as that's what judges mainly look for. So in terms of some sample judging questions, judges can ask a wide range of questions, starting from the story behind your project and more technical aspects like experimental and control factors. And it can be more personal, like your most interesting finding and challenges you encountered. But a comprehensive list of 20 questions is found on the GSDSEF website of sample questions, and it'll also be put in the chat. So some last tips are make sure you talk from your heart about your research and your results, and talk as if the judges don't know much about your project, and give them a solid background. Be confident, be polite, and it's okay not to know your answer, and just be honest about it, but make sure you let the judge know that you're going to conduct some future research to fill in the gaps about what you don't know.
Okay, so we have a mock judging video that we have recently posted on our GSDSEF YouTube channel. So this is actually a demonstration of how an interaction between a student and a judge will be. So this will be very helpful. Again, we'll send all these links in the chat after this presentation so you guys can have direct access to it. But if you go on our YouTube channel, it'll be right there. And it's very helpful. So if you guys want to watch that and just see like what are some of the body manners and like how you should stand and some example questions as well being answered, and how will like a project display board look while you're talking to the judge and such, then be sure to check out this video. It's only around like 5-6 minutes, so it's pretty short and very explanatory. Okay, so that was our general information. I know it went pretty fast, but I'll talk a little bit more about any of the questions that you guys have in our main room right now. I'll talk about how these breakout sessions are going to work, but we will be having another workshop called the Post-Science Fair Workshop, in which you can learn more about what are some of the different ways you can continue your project and how can you take a research to the next level. So whether it's publishing it in student journals or participating in other competitions, you can use all of these different opportunities to continue your project afterwards. And so this workshop will be in 1 or 2 weeks after the science fair. So be on the lookout in your emails as well as the GSDSEF SLB activities page for any of the information about this workshop and how to sign up. But now it's time for you guys to practice. So I'm sure this is like the part that you guys have been waiting for, and you guys have like, that's why you signed up for this workshop. So let me talk a little bit more about how our breakout room assignments will go. So each one of you have been pre-assigned to a time slot to enter a specific breakout room at a certain time period. And you will have 5 minutes to give a short introduction about your project. So again, this is the elevator speech that we were talking about. You will have some time to answer questions from your mock judge, which is one of us like SLB volunteers. And we have all done science fair in the past, and we've done amazing as well. So we'd like to give some feedback based on our knowledge. And after that, if you guys have any additional questions about your personal project, then you can ask them as time allows. But the rest of you guys, if your time slot is not happening during that specific time period, you will be staying in the main room. So if you have any general questions, you can have them answered here. I will be answering all the questions in the main room, while all of the SLB volunteers will be in the specific breakout rooms. So again, try to keep your 5 minutes with your SLB volunteer pretty short because we are on a specific time schedule. But if you have any general like broad questions, please do ask them in the main room and try not to take up too much like additional time past your 5 minutes in your breakout room. And be ready with your judging slide deck or your digital project backboard, or like if you have a picture of your backboard or if your backboard's behind you before you go into the room, because it'll be really helpful. Once again, we have so many students that we'd like to help out, and we're doing this on a tight time schedule. So based on that, just please be ready before you have to go in. And these are the time slots. Actually, we will be changing. I'll pull up the most updated version of what exact times there are, but these are the groups that will that you guys will be in. And so you guys can either take a picture of this, but I will like pull up the updated time slot because I know we ran a little bit over with our presentation. And yeah, so please stay in the main room and please stay active, because if a student is not here or if another student finishes earlier, then you might be able to go in early and get your feedback on your presentation earlier. So please stay active. Don't leave the Zoom call. Try to stay active on the main room. And again, I will be here in the main room to answer any of your guys' questions. And if you just recently signed up, for example, you signed up like 30, 40 minutes ago, right before the workshop, your name will not be on this list yet. So please stay in the main room and I will get you sorted with that and get all of you guys a chance to speak with your with an SLB volunteer. And if you have any other questions, you can let me know. But if you just give me like 5 minutes, I'll get all the breakout rooms sorted and we can get started. So, and I will be stopping the recording now so that you guys can turn on your camera.